Right, we're on. Adding speed to your golf swing. So that's just happened. I've just filmed that in the range bay right now. It's a little bit grainy because it was filmed on my iPhone. It was very much an impulse thing, so please bear with me with that. But the findings are fantastic. I'm now on the golf course, and the speed that well, I don't want to ruin it for you. Just watch the video and I'll meet you back here in 10 minutes or so. So my Clubhead speed for driver is generally 104 to 105 miles an hour, sometimes down at 102. That's where I kind of sit. I've got a G440 ping max with a 65 gram X-Flex shaft. I've got TrackMan switched on, as we know. It's up on the screen right now, as you can see. I'm using the swing speed trainer to see how fast I swing the club. Then I'm going to use this here, which I got. This is a pure to improve swing speed trainer, which I'm going to use. I got that from Brand Fusion. So let's swing a couple of drivers just to see what my clubhead speed actually is and how I can improve clubhead speed with technique and also that swing speed trainer. So driver, first swing 91 miles an hour. 92.5, so we're gradually building up. 99. 103. Now what I'm doing here, you may notice 103. This is a heavier shaft than I normally have, which is probably slowing things down a little bit. That's fine. 103 again, 102.5. 106, so it's a little bit faster there, backwards and forwards. 106. Okay, so that's interesting. This swing speed trainer has 3 different weights. It has a 120 gram, a 151 gram, and a 185. 151, that's very precise. I'm going to go 151, 151 grams. I'm not sure what the dead weight of my driver is. Shaft 65 grams. I don't think the head's as heavy, so this is definitely, that's definitely heavier than my driver. So I'm now swinging a heavier weight to see if it increases clubhead speed, obviously, but my range of motion. I'm going to try and grip it at the same length as my driver. Okay, so coming down the shaft a bit. So this is going to improve, should hopefully improve my range of motion, my flexibility, just stretch things out a bit. Stretch things out a touch, should do. And we've got 106 miles an hour as the fastest with my driver. So 101, 106.5, 107, 112, 111, 112. Going to really step on this. 112.5. 112.5. We've got 106 with my driver. I must remember that. 112.05. Jeez, bit hard work that. 112.5. 106 with my driver. So I gain speed from being a little bit slow from the top. So if I'm slower from the top, 1.7. Once slower from the top, I'm pretty good. If I'm fast on the takeaway and then slower from the top, I'm even better. If I get it going and then hold that momentum and get it going, that was 112. 114. So that was faster back. Almost like I felt like a pause and then really fast down. Never swung anything at 114 miles an hour before. I'm going to up the weight of this. I don't want to tire myself out though. There's 106 with my driver, I must remember that, 114 now. So I'm now 185 grams, so that's gone up from 151 to 185. We've got a 106 with mine now, 114. 106 and 114. This does feel heavier. 104. 109. 109. 108. 109. 107. So it's starting to come down because of the weight's there, but I feel as though that's a good thing. Because I feel as though it's pulling me and stretching the muscles more. So now we go back to driver, which is the lightest of them all. Now, I was 106. 109. 109.6. 109.8. I've gained 4 miles an hour clubhead speed from doing that drill. Now fatigue's set in. We've gained 4 miles an hour. 109.6 again. Let's get a 110. 109.8. 110.2. Okay, 110.2. It's got to 110 miles an hour. Incredible. So we've gained at least 4 miles an hour from all that work, the effort that's gone in for 4 miles an hour. But that's a massive gain on the golf course. Okay. Clubhead speed 110.1 miles an hour, right out the heel. So I'm able to maintain the 110 when hitting a golf ball, but strikes way down. So I'd have to take a lot of work on this to really get that going. 111 miles an hour. As I say, I average between 102 and 16. I'm now up at 111 miles an hour. Strike was better there. It was really good. Nice takeaway. 110.8. So consistently pushing the high 110s. Move it Healy again. That felt good, that one. 111.1. Got up to 111 miles an hour driver from the swing speed trainer. It was incredible. That's going a long way. I don't know what you can learn from that. I don't even know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. It certainly shows you that the speed trainer can increase the range of motion, flexibility, increase the speed, and it's hard to control a natural strike once you take that back to your driver. I guess over time that'll amalgamate, you'll be able to control that speed a bit better. So if you go from 106 to 111 and then you find out you're actually able to control driver at 1.8, so 2 miles an hour faster than your average, that's a good thing. There's going to be lots of gains just from 2 miles an hour clubhead speed. So the swing trainer, great idea, obviously. Brand Fusion were kind enough to send this to me. The shaft's pure to improve. It's interesting findings. Let me know your thoughts. So, welcome back to the golf course. There we go. It's interesting findings how that increased my range of motion and stretched my body out, which I think is more than adding speed. I think the fact the body was worked up to producing good speeds. Now, what do I do with that? Do I take that onto the golf course and do I swing like an absolute beast? If you watch these guys who do long drive competitions, they are very much, you know, really off this trail foot, into it and then off it again to try and get that pressure working. And I felt when I started adding speed there that I was really starting to get a little bit off that heel and bracing, pulling up and back into it. And that's how I gained the speed. But I guess if you can gain that speed and then try and add balance back in, so if you pump yourself from 100 to 112 miles an hour and then you then take it to the golf course somewhere in between that, so it's not quite as extreme but you've also got the speed without being as extreme with lifting the lead foot off the ground and pushing back in, and you get from 100 to 104, 103, that's a huge gain. Another thing that I never mentioned on that video was I'm going to go for a shaft fitting. I'm going to get a shaft fitted for my driver. I'm going to go to Scott Gourley, SJG&x Golf, up at Swanson Golf Club in Edinburgh. I'm going to get fitted for the correct shaft. Now the shaft might add speed to my golf swing, I'm not sure. But I do know that this shaft is off the rack. It's a slightly heavier shaft than I normally have, but it was the head I was after. So I've got the head, now I need to go and buy the shaft. And I'm sure they'll look after me. So let's hit one. So I'm going to just hit a normal one at what I think is my sort of 100 to 103 miles an hour speed. And then from there, I'm going to try a harder, faster one. And see if I can keep my balance and hit a straight shot. So normal golf shot. It's tremendous. I should have had shot tracer on here. You just have to take my word for it. You've seen the speeds though. And this one here I'm going to go at. And then when we go up there, the distance, assuming I hit the fairway, that's hit fairway. I think that's actually maybe just tailed off a little bit into the semi-rough, but that's relevant. This one here now, I'm going to be a lot faster, a lot wider stance, faster on the takeaway, faster on the follow through, much more aggressive from the speed training, much more bracing. Okay, it's much stronger, it's left hand side. I might have just missed the fairway in that rough. Let me hit one more. This is absolutely relevant. I mean, the strike felt amazing. I think it's okay, but accuracy's gone. I mean, the first one, when I swung within my capabilities, I was able to keep it on the fairway or close to it. Oh wow. Okay, that has to be way past. That's going to be so interesting. Let's get up there. That was absolutely smashed. It was absolutely smashed, but I'm not sure I could maintain that on the golf course. I'm not sure. I'm tired with two swings. I'm not sure I could do that. I'm not sure I have the confidence to go out there and just hit the ball as hard as I possibly can. But I think, well, I don't know. Let's see. I'm really interested to look back at this video and see how that swing looked. I want to see if it looks crazy, if it looks like I'm really trying to kill it, or does it look like I could get away with that on the golf course without looking like some sort of madman. Right, this is very interesting. Actually a little bit disappointing, to be honest. You can probably see there, both balls. One just in the semi-rough, one just on the edge of the fairway, and they're both within a yard of each other. So this was the second ball I hit. There's the first ball I hit, slightly further past, and if I turn around here, I'm not sure you can see that or not, but there was the other first ball I hit. So accuracy went down with the second shot. So first ball, yeah, that was the first ball. The first ball actually went 1, 2 and a bit yards further. Another one's over there, which is more in line with this because it's gone left, it's gone a little bit longer. But there was nothing in it. I'm going to play that one. Absolutely nothing in it, which is... And this one took 2 attempts to hit the fairway. So what does all that mean? It means I had speed, a lot of speed. I don't feel as though I have nearly as much control with the speed. I feel as though I'm hitting it very hard. Obviously I am. Let me just grab this ball. Whoa. hitting it very hard. But for me, I feel there, I mean, that second one felt amazing. I've got the G440 Max head. If I had TrackMan there, I would find out if it was off the centre of the club face. The first one felt really good as well. So my normal speed drive felt really good, much more controlled. I felt as though that was at the middle of the club face. I did feel as though the other two were pretty close to the middle of the club face, but I don't really know. Is Strike compromised by adding the speed? Don't know. We need to do more work on it, but it's interesting how I was able to up my speed in the range, no problem. But there, I'm on the golf course. I'm actually, the morning after filming the other one, was my club speed any quicker? But I felt as I was really jumping at it. So the result of this video is, swing speed trainers, yes, they add speed. I have to be very, very aggressive to get there. I'm not sure it's fully controlled when I play the shot. I'm not sure I hit the middle of the club face, although it felt as though I did. But drivers nowadays, it's quite hard to tell that. I definitely wasn't towards heel or toe. Did I gain anything? Nope. Will I gain things in the future? Will I increase distance in the future? Yes, I believe I will. If I can up my club head speed and still hit the middle of the golf club, then I will. I have to get more distance. Was that a true test? Probably not. It's the day after. It's first thing in the morning. It's not even 8 o'clock in the morning yet. So my club head speed was maybe 2 or 3 miles an hour faster, but not nearly at the middle of the club face or as close to the middle. So therefore the distance is down. I don't know. We'll have to keep working on this. But the speed trainer thing was interesting, how I was able to up my speed so quickly. And once I've got a shaft that suited directly for me, a pure shaft, a proper shaft that is designed for my club head speed and my swing, we'll redo this and see how we go. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's been a great little experiment, and I'll see you in my next video. Thanks again. Bye.